This is a surd question, and what it hopefully will show you is the importance of finding the difference of two squares. Okay, so let's have a look at this problem. Work out the value of x if x root 2 over 5 minus root 3 equals 5 plus root 3. Give your answer in the form of a root b, where a and b are integers. Okay, so that tells us it should come out quite nicely, quite neatly. Now, the first thing you would do if you saw this in as any algebraic sum equation, if you're trying to isolate x, you want to get rid of this division. So let's do that. So we have x root 2 equals 5 plus root 3. I'm going to put that in brackets because that is all going to get multiplied by 5 minus root 3. So we have multiplied both sides by 5 minus root 3. What I would hope you would see at this point is that here we have the difference of two squares. This is the conjugate of this. Don't worry too much about that language. The important thing is we've got the same amount in both brackets. So they've both got a 5, they've both got a root 3 with alternate signs. Now, that means that when we multiply out those brackets, where we would usually have 4 terms, and then we're used to in quadratics, the two middle terms will simplify together. Because we've got a plus and a minus, they're going to cancel each other out. So all we're going to be left with is the 5 times the 5 and the root 3 times by the minus root 3. And you can just jump to that. But because I want to make this really clear to you, we're going to do it as it comes. So we say 5 times 5 is 25. 5 times minus root 3 would give us minus 5 root 3. Plus root 3 times 5 is going to give us plus 5 root 3. And then finally, plus root 3 times minus root 3 is going to give us minus 3. So there we go. We have our 4 terms. But what you should notice is that the middle two are going to cancel each other out. So minus 5 root 3 plus 5 root 3 cancel each other out. And we're left with 25 minus 3, which is far nicer for us to have to work with. Okay, so let's tidy that up a bit more. So we've got x root 2 equals 22. And then what would we do? We need to isolate x. So we're going to say x is equal to 22 over root 2. So we've divided both sides by root 2. Now, it's told us it wants in the form a root b, so we don't want this surd as a denominator. So what we're going to have to do is multiply top and bottom by root 2. So let's do that. So we can say that and that by root 2 is going to give us 22 root 2 over 2. Root 2 times root 2 gives us 2. And then we can just simplify that. 22 and 2, common factor of 2. So that's going to give us 11 root 2. And that is very nicely in the form that we wanted it. Okay, that's the end of this video.